What's up, YouTube? Tim Moose here. For anybody who remembers the 1992 movie, My Cousin Vinny, which of course with Joe Pesci, the film that won Marissa Tomei her first ever Oscar. Lots of people really were like booing her when she won her Oscar that time. That was like a controversial Oscar win. Like nowadays, people be tweeting that here and there. But anyway, uh, looks like according to Ralph Macchio, there is actually discussions about doing a potential My Cousin Vinny reboot. Ralph Macchio was attending the Play Fest when he interacted with people and shared an update about the film's reboot. The actor told the outlet, "Yeah, I've had conversations with other writers about it." He further shared his information for the movie by referring to it as a beloved piece. Moreover, Macchio assured that a reboot of My Cousin Vinny will only happen if they find a smart angle for the story. He also conveyed that he wants veteran actor Joe Pesci to be a part of the reboot. Despite the size of his role, he added he could possibly FaceTime it in here. My Cousin Vinny has attained a status of cult classic over the years and garnered immense praise from critics and fans, having an 85% on Rotten Tomatoes and scored over 65 million at the box office. Of course, the movie follows a New York-based lawyer named Vinny, played by Joe Pesci, who has never won a case. Things take a drastic turn when his teen cousin, Bill, played by Macchio, and his friend, Stan, are accused of murder. From here, Vinny is alloyed to the task of saving his cousin and his friend. Now, he's saying a reboot, but if he's trying to get Joe Pesci back, would that also be a little bit of a sequel? I don't know. Now, I know people's going to be reading, "Oh, we don't need a reboot of this, blah, blah, blah." You know what? If they do a reboot, comes out terrible, who cares? Always got the original. It's not going to tarnish the original. I'm not going to lie. I'll be down to see one. I mean, it'll be hard to really top Joe Pesci's performance, obviously, if he doesn't. Like, Joe Pesci seems like he is still doing acting here and there. Recently, he was in The Irishman a few years back, which he got an Oscar nomination for. Most recent, he was in that Pete Davidson comedy show, Bupkis. He was awesome at Bupkis. That's probably one of his best roles he did in years. He was also just in The Day of the Jackal that Jack Houston just did. So it seems like he's still making a little bit of a comeback. I would have expected, I think it would have been cooler if he actually joined De Niro for Alto Nights, but maybe even Joe Pesci thought that movie sounded terrible. I don't know. But hey, if you guys never seen the original My Cousin Vinny, do yourself a favor, go watch. It's hilarious. Joe Pesci was great. I mean, Joe Pesci, this guy has always done some iconic stuff. Whether he's doing, family comedies like Home Alone, playing a gangster like in Goodfellas, Casino, doing an adult comedy like My Cousin Vinny, obviously Lethal Weapon. Joe Pesci could do it all. So if they do a reboot and get Joe Pesci somehow returning, that could be cool. Maybe it could be about his son or his grandkids. That could be interesting to see here. Because maybe Joe Pesci, I don't know, retired down the line, and now maybe his grandson, his son is now taking over. You get Pete Davidson to do it. He already played Pete Davidson's grandson on Bupkis. How cool would that be? See them reunite this time for My Cousin Vinny reboot. Like Pete Davidson's now taking on the lawyer role, and Joe Pesci's guiding him. I could easily see that happening. But whether that happens, that has to wait and see. I mean, this could maybe be another Cobra Kai thing. Probably, I don't know, but we'll see. Anyway, let me let you guys. What are your thoughts on Ralph Macchio pretty much saying that reboot of My Cousin Vinny could eventually happen? Were you ever a fan of My Cousin Vinny? Are you even interested in seeing a reboot? Would you love to see a sequel somehow, I don't know, Vinny's, kid, grandkid now taking over the lawyer role, etc.? Drop comments below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, hit that bell for more notification. This is Simon Simon.